Awesome match to start off the Sweet 16. Both teams played really well and competed really hard, and we have a ton of respect for Creighton, and I've grown up and watched that program evolve, just being from Nebraska, and just really amazing what they do and their culture and the way they play as a team. And we were trying to prep our team. It's hard to prep for teams that have that extra sauce, and we've been talking about it all week, and so we knew that we were going to get a battle, but hats off to them. They had an amazing season, and super proud of this team and just the resiliency we show and just the total team effort. And it continues to amaze me every match, the players that step up in big moments. So just really proud of this group and excited to live to see another day.
Coach, what are you telling your players going into that fifth set after you dropped the fourth one? Did you tell them anything special, or is it just, we know how to do this?
Yeah, and there's nothing special. It's always just we got to be the best version of ourselves and trust it, and we got to go for it, and I tell, as always, like, everybody be ready. Like, we have feels like you have 1 million subs in a game 5, so we knew we were going to use a lot of people. Just they went for it and trusted it.
Anna and Charitie, what was it like having to constantly fight off those Creighton rallies? It seems like it was every set they were battling back, and then in the fifth set to come out and just explode right out of the gate.
We knew that Creighton was very good at executing and just taking care of the ball, making us do the little things, making us take care of everything. So, I mean, they're a really great team. They battled every point, and it put some pressure on us, and we had to be resilient at times, grabbing that momentum back. And I think it was a full-on team effort. I mean, every single person on this team contributes in so many different ways, and I think that's just what really stepped up and helped everyone tonight get that win.
Yeah, we know at times, especially during long rallies, that the ball is going to go to us, and we just have that mindset of killing the ball, and we know that's going to go to us, so we know that we have to kill the ball. So I think just throughout the whole game, it's just the mindset that me and Anna had.
This is for either Anna or Charitie. I mean, how did you guys do so well in that fifth set? What do you think allowed you guys to just, well, not stick with it, but just dominate as well as you did in that fifth set?
I mean, I think it just goes down to outworking, out-prepping, and out-teaming. I mean, we know what they were going to do, and we had been prepping that the whole entire time, trying to make adjustments, and I think it was just a full-on team effort. And sometimes it looks like a lot of, like, Charitie and I are doing a lot, but, like, it is the blockers that are getting good touches. It is the server. Reese came in off the bench and just got a solo block just to change the whole momentum. So I think there's just so many little things that people don't always see, and that's what helped us. Just like Aiden Bartlett, CC Rush coming off the bench. Like, there's so many different pieces of this team, and I think a lot of it comes on us, but there's other people that have stepped up and really won that fifth set for us.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people who don't get as much recognition as they should, who helped us, the people off the court, our fans, our parents, our band, the cheerleaders, I heard them through the whole game. It was hard for me to talk because they were right in my ear, and having that is just something that's so special and something that we use to, like, as an advantage, So having that is really what pushed us and helped us get through that fifth set.
Coach, it's obviously your third straight Elite Eight. I mean, what does it say about this program that you've been able to have such success over these past few seasons?
I think it just is a testament to the people in it and the people that are behind it, and it's not hard, and it's definitely, it is very hard to make the Elite Eight. Do it 3 times in a row is pretty amazing. But I think it's the players too. And once you start winning and once you start building, putting together back-to-back seasons, there's even more pressure. So it's really impressive that players that have been here and seen this program evolve are handling that pressure so well. Because it's a different ball game when everybody's out to get you and you're expected to be in these moments.
Anything else from the room?
For all three of you, you can give me the stock answer of we'll play who's in front of us, but we know who takes the court in 30 minutes. We know that 2 weeks ago, 5 sets, the two of you burned the house down. How much do you want to see Pittsburgh on the other side of the net 2 days from now?
I will give. It's not really the stock answer. I think Washington State is insanely good. We played them in the preseason, and one might argue that they weren't necessarily at full strength. They had some foreign players that were just getting back, and they've continued to improve, and they are very experienced. So you think, okay, I'm going to go up against a super experienced team or a really fiery, competitive, athletic, Pitt team that we know very well. So it's very nice to, I'll say, sit and just be able to relax and watch this game.
I'm not going to give you an answer on that.
Yeah.
I want to play either team. Washington State, like Dani said, we played them earlier in the season. So whoever we get, I'm just going to have the mindset of just winning. So I'm not going to give you an answer.
Mm-hmm. Same with me. Whoever it is, I think we're going to have to do the exact same thing, work hard, prep hard. So I'm excited to see how it goes out tonight.
Coach, how important do you think that overturned call in the fifth set was for keeping momentum and kind of keeping Creighton at bay?
Yeah, I think, those are huge points. Every point in Game 5 is huge. And so, sometimes the challenge is it's worth it in Game 5 when you have a couple to go for it. And especially on close points. So I think that's huge. It was a huge point, huge for momentum. But I would argue, Reese's solo block was, I think, the biggest turning point in Game 5.
I agree.
Way more than the overturn call.
How big was she up front in terms of just owning that net?
I mean, I think just to see her grow throughout the year, she's been working extremely hard, and she's been kind of Aiko's wingman. Just whenever they need her, whenever they call her up, she comes ready. I mean, she's prepared each and every day. You never really know what to expect with her, but she's just going to give it her all. And just to see her as a freshman come in and make such huge points that completely can change the match, it was just incredible. And she's just such a fun player to play with. Always happy, always having a good attitude. So it was really awesome to see her step up.
Yeah, I think Reese is a silent assassin. Like, you never know when she's coming, but she's going to come and she's going to pull through always. She always pulls through, and she's just that type of player who's silent, but, comes through, So having that player, especially so young, it's just something that's just she's going to grow to be an amazing player. So having her on our team is just another weapon that we have. You never know when she's coming.
All right, questions from the Zoom?
Charitie, you talked about you talked about the energy and hearing the crowd. Talking to Creighton before, it was about bringing their own energy and playing in kind of a different, or you're a neutral site. It's an 11 o'clock tip, Central, 12 noon. But at any rate, how important was that? How much was internal and how much was feeding off? It felt like a pro Louisville crowd today.
No, yeah, it was very important. It was something that we knew that we had, and they showed up today. And a lot of people say the win was a team win, and I say it's a team win as well, but it's also a Louisville community win. So I know the fans back home, I'm sure they were screaming. I wish I could hear them as well. But who we had here today, they really showed up and they showed out, and they're the ones who got us through that game.
Carl, go ahead with your question.
What adjustment did y'all make to get around the Creighton block in the fifth set?
It starts with the pass, and I thought once our passing settled in, and they passed well in Game 5, then we have a lot of options, and you can move the blockers a little bit. So starts with the pass, but Creighton is a deceptively great blocking team. You can tell they're well trained, they're in great spots, and just when you think you have them beat, they'll make a great play. So really impressed with their blocking D today.
Any other questions from the Zoom?
Just real quick, can you talk about the impact that Reys Robbins had late in this match?
Yeah, we've talked about that just a little bit already. Just, how she's fearless and she goes after it. And sometimes, that freshman mentality, they don't know any different. They're like, oh, aren't we always in the Elite Eight in these moments? So, she's had an impact every time she's played, and just what she's doing in practice is starting to translate to games. So it's really easy to use her, but she made a huge impact in Game 5 today. I mean, the biggest block of the match and arguably the biggest kill and the most important time. You know, she hit both of those in Game 5.
All right, that's it. All the questions we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.